Guys, and welcome back to another cold episode. On today's episode, I am recording this again. My internet died last night, and I was recording this. But basically, as you can tell by the title and the thumbnail, I am going to be giving you my first impressions of Cross Duel. I know a little bit about Cross Duel, or I knew a little bit prior to it coming to the States. Where I live. It was previously in like Japan, Canada, Hong Kong, and another place which I cannot remember off the top of my head. But let's just explain what it is and show you what it is. First and foremost, I will say that Cross Duel is one of the most interesting. What? I guess I had a suspended duel. One of the most interesting and well-developed visually games that we have had for Yu-Gi-Oh!
I created this arena to find the next king of games.
Let's just hop into one of these tag duels real quick, which is basically the single-player mode, and I'm going to show you the visuals because, honestly, it is quite impressive. Let's hope that we don't absolutely get clapped, but I probably will. I forgot to change my skills and stuff like that. The other thing that I wanted to mention, which I will talk about in a second, we'll go look at in a second, is the fact that this is basically a gacha game. Way more so than Duel Links. I've talked about Duel Links and how the fact that it is a gacha game before, but this is even more so. It literally has a gacha mechanic as well. But yeah, as you can see, we have things like Seto Kaiba and Yami Yugi, there's animations, we've got ace monsters, and overall, the mechanics are rather interesting, to say the least. Yeah, that's basically it. They're just interesting. I think I'm going to be a little bit defensive here. So basically, you can summon as many monsters as you want per turn, similar to Rush Duels. So we're going to click the ready. Main phase happens all at once. Everyone does the same main phase at the same time. Go. So out comes their Voice Raider, and there's a set trap card. Now spells, yeah. So spells only activate or are only activated during the beginning of the battle phase, and traps will automatically activate when their conditions are met. So we have two trap cards here. You don't set any spells. You don't set any anything. Yeah. Light Imprisoning Mirror says until the end of the next turn, ace monsters cannot be activated because we happened to enter the zone where that would activate. So that's what happened there. Also, there aren't many effect monsters. I forgot to put the skill or effect onto our Archfiend. And our Celtic Guard as well. So technically, I could have had two monsters with skills right now, but alas, we do not. Ace monsters also are always in your hand, which is rather interesting. So there's that. And since you can just constantly be summoning monsters, you can get your ace monster out right at the beginning of the game. So that's rather interesting. Also, if you deal damage, you gain life points equal to the damage you dealt, which is rather interesting. I think we're gonna do that. Yeah. Out comes Celtic Guard and our Dark Resonator. Oh, also, yeah, everything has these really cool animations. It's super nice, and genuinely some of the coolest things that has come out of Yu-Gi-Oh! So yeah, there you go. Battle phase. We are going to just click next. No real point in boosting up our monster. It's gonna die. So, another thing that you've probably noticed is the fact that monsters, when they attack, or when they battle, will lose attack equal to the difference in attack here. So like this guy loses 800 attack, so now when he comes across the Dark Resonator, he's actually going to end up losing, given the fact that our Dark Resonator had more attack, post-battle. That's one of the core mechanics of Yu-Gi-Oh! And it really makes this game very different. I'm not sure if I'm a fan or not of it, but it is an interesting mechanic that makes it rather unique. Also, they have 4 cards, 5 cards. Wow, they have a lot of cards left. Okay, so as you can see, we can only set trap cards, and we're just going to set that one there. I think I am going to go for... I think I'm going to wait on my ace monster again. Well, the likelihood of it dying is pretty high, so maybe I will do this. I'm going to do that, and we'll just click ready. Yep. So outcomes are ace monster. As you can see, we got some cool animations for our hot red dragon, sorry, red dragon archfiend, not hot red dragon archfiend. That's fine. So outcomes their Karibo and their Celtic Guard. There is still attack and defense, but you still utilize the same battle mechanics. The difference is, as you can see, like, the individual monsters will move. So if they're in attack position, they will move from place to place, and it takes 2 turns to get all the way to the other side of the board, basically. So like, if they're in this zone, they'll go this way. If they're in this zone, they'll go this way. And then if they're in this zone, they'll go straight ahead. Hopefully that makes sense. But if they're in defense, they won't move, and they will use their defense stat. You can switch between attack and defense, very similar to actual Yu-Gi-Oh! So, there you go. Pretty cool. So yeah, we're just going to move on ahead, and yeah. I have a feeling that we are about to get absolutely clapped by the Blue Eyes White Dragon, which can pop a card. So that's a bit worrisome. Okay, I was wrong. They did tribute something here. Okay, out comes my teammates, Hot Red Dragon Archfiend. Out comes their Dark Magician. Yep. See, like all of these ace monsters get a cool animation. Also, as you can see, they have a little skill, their special skill, activation condition. If you activate a spell card, inflict 200 damage to all other enemies. So that guy's going to get switched to defense position instead of attack. And we are going to click... yeah, we're going to activate this on our guy so that he gains a bit of attack. Because, again, he's going to lose that attack overall. It's nice to get him a little bit higher so that he has a little bit more attack. And we shall begin. So we're going to attack and attack.
Your sacrifice will not be in vain.
Cool. So, as you can see, we are currently tied for second at the lowest spot. With 4,000 life points. So this is based upon life points, which I don't know how I feel about it. Like, having it be ranked, basically. But, alas, there's not a whole lot that you can do. I don't really think it's a bad thing, it's just kind of interesting. Why did I put that over there? That literally doesn't do anything. I'm stupid. I'm stupid. How much defense does this guy have? Yeah, this is never going to actually activate, so that's dumb. Hello, can I click the thing? It is 1600 defense. This guy is 12. Okay, we're gonna activate this. I'm gonna click this guy. I'm gonna click block attack on that guy. Anyway, so as you can see, hopefully this makes like sense as to what's going on. And I think it's a fine game. It's not necessarily something that I would be interested in. But overall, I do think that it is a fun game. So we just gained 800 life points there. And we're going to do battle. And then I'm going to continue attacking. So we're going to deal another 300, and we are going to gain those life points. So now we have the 5,000 life points here at the end of the battle phase. And the game ends after 8 turns, or after after a battle phase where someone has lost all their life points, which is interesting. So yeah, I'm guessing out comes Blue Eyes. Oh, yo. Junk Warrior.
Summon a monster.
Cool, cool, cool.
I summon a monster.
There isn't a light monster for me
I
to
activate a
boost.
spell card.
I'm guessing they're boosting... Oh, no. They boosted this guy. Interesting. Okay, that's fine. So, I don't think I can boost anything. I guess I can. There's a light. Oh, is this guy a light? Yeah. Anyway, so we are going to continue onward. Yeah, so overall, the dueling, I think, is pretty nice. It's not perfect. It's not what I prefer, I should say. It is pretty nice, though. Again, more so for casual anime fans. However, this game is, from what I've heard, pay to win. I haven't experienced any of that as of yet. I've only just played, like, solo mode, so I haven't really experienced that as of yet. Another draw, sure. Kind of interesting. But we are going to set our Threatening Roar and proceed to battle phase.
I summon a monster.
They're going to summon a monster.
I summon a monster.
I summon a monster.
I summon a monster.
Sword and Shield is very good in this just because you can go, oh, I have 300 attack. Well, my defense is better, so it's going to be better for me to just switch the attack and defense of my monster. So like we can do this. I have 2,000 defense, so now I can use that 2,000 defense instead of just dying with the 3,000 attack. So I'm going to do that. And you can also activate as many spells as you want at the beginning of the battle phase, which is rather interesting. So yeah, it's a lot like Rush Duel. Yeah, it's a lot like Rush Duel, kind of mixed with magic, and some of the mechanics with magic. So there's that. So yeah, Junk Warrior is going to attack in, and deal 1,100.
Monsters destroyed.
Dang, these animations. This is also made for mobile, so it's not... I would say it's probably a little bit less polished than it could have been. So there's that. Draw monster. Fantastic. Love to see it. Let's do Melodious Diva. And we'll just click ready because we have the Elf's Light, so we can boost up our guy if we need to.
I summon a monster.
I summon a monster.
I summon a monster.
I summon a monster.
Uh-oh, SpaghettiOs. Alright, battle
I
phase.
activate a spell card.
Sicko mode. Yeah, let's gain more attack. Let's go. Alright, I'm gonna do the exact same thing. So yeah, as you can see, kind of everyone just plays at the same time, which is, again, interesting, but it's not really my kind of game. It's very unique, though.
I activate a
So yeah,
card.
the requirements were met for this trap card. Trap cards activate the same turn they are set as well. It's just as soon as their activation conditions are met, boom, they go. So yeah, everything a monster he controlled was attacking, which activated his trap card. So that's what happened there. And there you go. So I don't expect a lot of new updates to be introduced very quickly, just given the fact that that the game itself does require, or does have, like, so many animations and stuff like that. But overall, what we do have right now is very good. The animations are very clean. But again, if you don't like gacha games, this is not the game for you. This is very interesting for me, though. I do enjoy gacha games. I find them very fun, which is kind of troublesome. Overall, though, again, the gameplay at the core isn't the greatest. Or at least for me. It's not my favorite. I definitely prefer the nuance that you get from regular Yu-Gi-Oh! Or even speed duels and, you know, Duel Links and stuff like that. Or I could switch this guy's deck. Oh, cool. Anyway, sorry. As you can see, I'm still, like, learning about things. Overall, though, the game it's pretty cool. As you saw there, like, everything has an animation. There's a lot going on just in general. It's very cool. However, let's go into deck building. Deck building is a bit of a problem. It's just difficult to deck build. And the reason for that is, if we go to edit deck, any minute now, the way that you like deck build is like you throw things in here, you click and drag, and you can only have one of any card. However, overall, the just like mechanics of deck building is a little bit difficult. That's it. It's just a little difficult, little problematic. But yeah, just you're only allowed to have one card within your deck of the same name, so any other duplicate is immediately trashed and gotten rid of, or like you get the materials for it. So yeah, that's why we're only playing the one Junk Warrior, only the one Celtic Guardian, and stuff like that. There's also the skills that you can add to your monsters, as you can see here. If we go to the Hot Red Dragon Archfiend, we can like upgrade it. So we go over here and we need what? Oh, no. We need 4 materials to unlock it. We have 230, so we can just activate this, confirm, and then we get to, we now have the attack boost on the skill. Alright, but I did mention that this is a gacha game, so of course we gotta check that out. In all honesty, the gacha is probably the thing that I am least excited about. So there is 2 forms of currency. There are these crystals, which is basically only for gacha, which allow you to basically get different, high level stuff. You can get things like Econ in here. You can get things like the Dark Magician, Exodia, etc. And then you have gems, which can be used on specific banners less often. Let's do a quick 10 pull and just show you what's up with this. I've already done a 10 pull, which happened to get me the Junk Warrior and the Gaga Magician. So yeah, there's that. And of course, the animation is over the top and eccentric and just a bit much. Didn't really get anything great here. I guess Wall of Revealing Light could be interesting. Mad Archfiend is also nice. 1800 attack is 1800 attack. So there's that. And Voice Raider is nice, 1900. Final Attack Order is interesting, but that's about it. Yeah, not a whole lot. The rest of our cards that we had duplicates of are moved to the card vault, which can be used to like upgrade our guys. So yeah, there you go. But yeah, this is where I think I have the biggest issue. So Duel Links already was sort of a gacha game. Konami said, hey, that other gacha game, Genshin or whatever other gacha game, because all of them seemed to be doing well. Those are doing well. Let's make a gacha game of our own. And honestly, I mean, it has good mechanics. It has good okay gameplay. It has good animations and good sound design and all of that stuff. But yeah, it is another gacha game for you to play. Another thing to spend your money on. And that's, I think, the biggest problem that I have with this. It's not, like, terrible. Don't get me wrong. Don't, like, go and harass Konami or something like that. Or, like, talk about how terrible this game is. It's just not for me. And if you don't like gacha, it's probably not for you. It is interesting, though, overall. And my thoughts are, yeah, it exists. But I haven't played it too much. And I will probably continue to play it just to give it a little bit more time. Shut up.
Who called me?
Anyway, so yeah, that's going to be it for this kind of analysis. Just kind of saying, like, hey, here are my thoughts. Here's my first impressions. But yeah, thank you guys so much for watching. I hope that you guys did indeed enjoy. If you did, a like is very much appreciated. And if you want to check out more content like this, as well as more Yu-Gi-Oh, then just be sure to subscribe. Anyway, thank you guys so much for watching. And remember to always stay frosty. Bye-bye.